I got your messages for today. Let's get started, you guys. Let's get started. I got your messages for today. I'm Michelle 97. Welcome. This is a 21 plus reading. Raw, uncut, unfiltered, unbiased reading. I don't know what the messages will be before the messages come out. So please take only what resonates with you and leave the rest. Suggestions, questions, comments can be left in the comment section below. This is a general plus a collective reading. It won't resonate with every single one of you. And if it does not resonate, please check out some of the other videos in the playlist along with. Before you go, make sure you subscribe, like, share, hit the bell notification along with the thumbs up. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, how y'all guys doing today? I got tongue-tied just with my introduction. This gonna be a heavy message. I can tell you that right now. Let me get some of this unlocked and some break all or something going on in here. Incense or something burning. Let's see if we can get break all up in here. Break all that common strongholds up in here. Break up them strongholds up in here. How y'all guys doing today? I hope you're having a great day, evening, or night, whenever you're watching this message. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. If you're interested in getting your own message, 25 for 25 is in the description below. If you're interested in donating to the channel, donations are in the description as well. Memberships are also available if you're interested in being a member of our channel. That is also available, as well as super chats are also available while we are live. If you don't mind, super chatters. You know what I mean? I love a special gift. So in the meanwhile, in between time, hit that heart button and hold it. It helps the algorithm of the YouTube. So hey, 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 y'all. Hey, hey, hey. I got y'all a message for today. For today. I ain't gonna keep y'all too long today. I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna hit y'all with this message. As y'all see, your Maya out here waking into something when it comes to the dolphins. Somebody that was playing in her damn face. She pregnant, about to birth something. New idea, new creation. A false person is still out here. 8 on the cycle. Courtship. 4. Somebody want to come talk to you about a heartbreak they got. About some money problems they might got. Gang Sarah's out here with the ganging up. Got gang. Somebody resisting. Being ganged up on. Somebody was ganging up on somebody. Somebody will be ganged up on. Distance won't get you from being ganged up on, they said. It's still a caution. Some of the project is finished when it comes to a 3 of Wands. And 4 of Wands says that home and reunions is about to happen under stability, belonging, and celebration. With this heartbreak here, somebody recognizing that they belong in your life here. Somebody recognizing that under the moon, some things that they've been doing. You know what I mean? That had to do with money exchange things when it came to a false person. 6 of Swords says they thought they had a victory, but it wasn't a sick victory as they thought, because the devil here in the courtship. Somebody know now with knowledge and books here. Somebody knows something. Somebody knows something that they need to be cautioned about when it comes to peace and war here on a project. Somebody could be a project bitch. 2, 3 project hoes. They could be living in a shelter. They could live in a hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. Somebody's plans didn't go as planned here when it came to a 2 of Cups, to a love affair, to some kind of union, some kind of reunion, some kind of get together, some kind of hookup, booty call. When it came to the muse living in my dream, so they had to see this dream through. When it came to this fantasy of a devil, of obsession, addictions, toxicity, excess, and codependent. When it comes to the mind of somebody that's a muse, or they was a musing, or they thought they was a muse, but when they got them, sharing tales of love and romance. So somebody wants to tell you about some shit that motherfuckers is laughing at them about now when it comes to them. Okay, shit that ain't funny no more. When it came to somebody that they was with, a bunch of people is laughing. Somebody they cautioning you that I mean somebody's a laughing stock behind the scenes about who they are, who the things they choose. Something about amused. Somebody thought it was funny. Somebody being naked true. Somebody being seen for who they truly is when it comes to a pregnancy. And getting somebody pregnant. Somebody that's jealous. Some feminine energy is jealous when it comes to a union. Somebody in shame about something that they picked or chose to do when it comes to feeling undeserving of love and affection. When it comes to grounding. Okay, when it came to a Two of Cups, they couldn't ground themselves here with this person, place, or thing because they was being seen for who they were. When it came to illusions and here, when it came to a shattered mirror. Okay, that's what it talks about. Damn, that came square out like that, boy. Somebody octopus, somebody in some shit that they shouldn't be in, but they still suction to something about. Somebody gonna get ink all over them. Somebody gonna get the shit all over them. When it comes to this octopus, somebody ripped me out the plastic. They been acting brand new, or something about to change here. I don't know. Some unspoken burden is here. I see that on the top. But I'm going to just shuffle to see what comes out when it comes to this false person. Two of Swords says somebody is a stalemate to you. Somebody is stuck. Somebody is in denial. Somebody is difficult. And they got a difficult choice to make. And then somebody is definitely at a crossroads when it comes to awakening. Somebody wants to talk to you. Somebody calling you. Crystallize the crystal focus. It's crystal clear what they seeing, though. It's crystal fucking clear. Unspoken burdens is here, too, when it comes to purpose rebuild. There's a purpose for this to be rebuilt. Why? I don't know yet. Flip side, another perspective of the sun, the moon. So they want you to see this person's shadow side, and their shadow side is being illuminated to you for some straight or square reason. Yep, because this person is seeking new horizons when it came to go round and round with a situation or a subject when it comes to naked self. Some says that they were the signs of the sacrifice of it says the signs of sacred, something that's sacred her. Miracles happen in the quietest moments. Be still and receptive when it comes to the balance of power. When it came to the chess move, it's a chess move because something that they thought was paradise. Okay, I heard that song by LL. Okay, so somebody thought something was gonna be fun and happy and home. And tell me about this illusion. Beyond the glass. So this was a girl with a snake. Somebody that charmed him and the shit. When it came to their ship selling out or sailing in on the cutting ties. Talk about the answering the call. When it comes to call from yesterday. Who is that? A clock that said clock that T. So something that's ran out of time under mute testimony. Somebody gonna tell you something about something that somebody did to them when it comes to not today. So somebody gonna tell you something that somebody did when it came to money. And how they went to something that didn't manifest like they wanted under hammer. Shit. There's a hard lesson to learn here too under sabotage. They sabotage themselves here under poker face. They might not tell you though with poker face here. Poker. What's what the girl and the snake did? What's the T on the sport? What's the T on the girl with the snake? What's her T? What's she here for? Why is she here? Why I'm reading about her? What she do? Why I'm reading about this? And what about the ships? Moving on, receiving what you need. Who? Yep. Girl, what's the case of the STD? Somebody got a case of the STD. Somebody cock blocked. Somebody that cock blocked somebody from you that got an STD is got proof that this person got an STD under getting evidence. Meaning results. Uninterested. Somebody that's uninterested in this person is got proof that this person's got a case of the STD when the clock of T here. Somebody gonna start exposing somebody on unspoken burdens when it comes to leaving behind and moving forward and distance ahead on the scoop here. Somebody gonna get a closer look and nosy and in your business when it came to why they moved today. Not today in their head. Why they in their head today about some system, something that was sabotaged or rebuilt, or something that they went to that was given to. Talk about this shit under the illusion and under crystal clear focus, under answer the call, under unspoken burdens. I got tongue tied that time. Something hit the floor though. So that's talking about something what they know under Four of Wands, under harmony, stability. home. Somebody illusions they hid behind the scenes when it came to a princess of the borderlands. Somebody they changed up for. Somebody they went across the border with or for. Cross border with. Cross the lands for. When it comes to a cycle. Under gang Sarah. Somebody got a gang. Somebody got some people in the background. Posse, clique. Somebody got a lot of problems going on in the background of the Saturn. Somebody that they was given to under illusions and under crystal clear what they see about this person cutting ties with a charmer. Somebody that was enabled and in back and had put boundaries up against with the ship. What's the ship? They said the ship is the Midas strategy. The neighbors know something about this too, though. So they asking about where that person go, where that person at, what that person doing. Something about somebody ran somebody out of somewhere. Or somebody had a fight with that. Somebody had a fight. What's the call? The call is well-being. That wasn't for their well-being where they at. What's being spoken is they wasn't, their safety was being compromised. Let me say, talking about unspoken burdens. Seek a new horizon. So they move back with an opportunity. Somebody's looking for an opportunity here. What's the mystical moment here? Miracles happen in the quietest moments. Be still and be receptive. So kindred. So somebody that was given to a union with a snake that got a STD. Somebody that was a drifter, that was just exploring different areas and places and people in this area of work. Okay. I'm interested under duality or no, that's waiting. Waiting results of rising. Something is rising, either a baby or a case of the STD. And that's being released soon. Okay, somebody that's in their head, somebody that's called it on the situation, on the why they moved. Somebody that was just on the surface with a situation or a circumstance is about to tell a story. Somebody gonna tell a story on the storyteller. Somebody gonna tell you a fucking lie on the two of swords here too. They're gonna tell you a damn lie, 4 of cups, about the relationship that they was carrying on under contemplation, telling you how they feel, how they disconnected, how they discontent, and how they got bored, and how the relationship broke them down while they was wearing a mask with the devil here. 10 of Pentacles said how they spent their money, and their money is down because of it in this energy. You know what I mean? When it comes to the King of Wands, okay? When it comes to leadership, visions, bold, daring, and the bigger picture of an ego. Somebody's ego, they took the alternative when it came to, you know what I mean, salsa, Budweiser, and baking soda. You know what I mean? That's the toxicity of it. There was a twist to it. You know what I mean? There was a twist. Javon, hey. How y'all guys doing today? Somebody is definitely regretting when it comes to signs of scarce, sacred, is regretting. They repose, reposition, how they offered love to other third parties. That caused some kind of war in y'all relationship. That made your third eye open. Shit, they was seeking something else with blame and shame. Okay, and self-care. They was caring for their own self and not caring for the relationship or anything. So you started to heal with healing. They want to apologize with sorry here. I'm sorry with intuition, giving you apology, but they want to propose an offer of, you know what I mean, of higher commitment, but to be honest with you, they might not be ready. Separation, to get them come out of this separation, but they said the truth is, like, you know what I mean, like, you know you are their true soulmate, but, you know what I mean, like, they avoided it. They avoided the shit, feminine. They avoided it with the work. They didn't want to do the work, okay, just period, point blank. They didn't want to do it, poo, okay? They want to make a higher offer, but it's still going to be the same offer. It's not going to be a different offer. It's the same offer. You know what I mean? The same shallow fucking offer. It's no bigger than the one. Look, it says karma, like opportunists. They said this person is just here trying to balance their own karma. They know justice got to be served. They know they treated you fucked up. They know they should have took the offer from the beginning on the poker face. That's why they got the regret. They said it's poker face. They took a chance. They took a risk. They took an opportunity. They took options. You know what I mean? They took not showing their hand. They gambled you. So, like, to balance the shit out now, they only gonna get the motherfucking zunk now. Curse number 1 ain't got nothing for them. They ain't going to Botswana or Belize or none of that shit. No, this is storm unexpected and fulfillment. They fulfilled something that wasn't gonna happen on the comfort zone. They got too comfortable where they wasn't. You know what I mean? Because they wasn't even comfortable where they was. You know what I mean? So we can make it start or make it make sense. You know what I mean? Let's hear about it. Why they felt like they was undeserving when it came to fulfillment under wish. That you was their wish fulfillment. No, now they don't feel like they are deserving because of this case of the STD. Yeah, somebody master manipulator. Somebody's a master manipulator here when it comes to the hermit. Somebody that's gonna put a death to something. Yeah, I gotta turn the fan on. I apologize if you hear this fan running, but it's like 99 degrees out here today. It's like hot. It's 80 out here. Somebody cooking for me. That's that on that. So hermit is a death. Toxic death, okay? Like they need to put a rest to something here that they got going. Somebody that was loyal to them, they was a devil too. And they was being envious of that person and jealous. And like this is a real bad trait. Like it ain't girls fighting girls now. It's guys being jealous of their girl now, like that shit. Like they jealous of you in some type of way, but getting evidence. Dead man's toes. Like they making potions out of this motherfucker's toe head nails and shit. Motherfucker cut their toenails off and then motherfuckers put a pot of brew on with that shit. Tour surfing. Especially these people they was fucking around with in the city. Yeah, look, they was doing spells and magic. They was messing with a cultist. Somebody that had potions going, putting shit in their drinks. Some page of lightning. Shit was striking them as they was drinking the potions and shit. A lot of people had their hand in this potion that they was drinking from too. When it comes to longer, to keep you away from their divine feminine, they kept them inebriated so they wouldn't see through the veil. But at the same time, they were still looking to the stars, looking at you as the star. In this instant, I gotta look back here and see what the hell they got going. Who was hiding? Lack of self-confidence. Why was saying what the hell? Talk about what they couldn't. What's avoided here? What's that unexpected storm? And what was the wish fulfilling when it came to karma, balance, and justice and opportunities? Some queen of cults. I told you some cultist was out here, Hierophant. Somebody that wanted control over your person. Judgment. She being judged harshly for that shit, for wanting to take this person's life like this in her hand. You know what I mean? Some evil witch. What is... Page of beasts. She a beast in the background though, but she ain't a beast to nothing else. She a beast to other people, but she ain't no match to you. She in an island in her own head. Nana beast. Page of beast to the Nana beast. She crying in the river. She's upset. Her tricks didn't work with you. Yeah, Ace of Swords. That's the truth. She mad that her tricks didn't work with you. That man still got an island in his head for you under karma. That's her karma for doing black magic on you, sending spells and juju and shit. That motherfucker still wants you. The project plans that he finished, all of them, all third parties, people that they put in as the alternative, didn't fucking work. Nope. You got the off-brand that Budweiser, you got the off-brand salsa, you got the off-brand baking soda. Nothing compared to Arm & Hammer. Nothing compared to Budweiser. Nothing compared to the salsa that they had here. Frito-Lays. Yeah, when it came to balance on the Queen of Swords, that's the truth. On the Page of Curses, they curse their own self when it comes to hanging out with this whole witch out here. Under the disclaimer. It was a disclaimer. That bitch was an inner masculine energy. She was rooted with magic in this energy, as well as the relationship that they had was frozen. Here when it comes to regrets in the poker face. Poker face. Yeah, when it comes to their meditation, it's shut up and shut the F up some fucking time, right? That's like for a minute. Like, so you could think about some shit. Somebody needed to really think about something, and they needed somebody to shut up. Because, shit, they were saying too fucking much. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get something to drink. I was drinking lemon water, y'all. And I know you gotta drink that with the straw. And that might be an FYI for somebody. When you drink the lemon water, make sure you drink it with a straw. So it don't roll the enamel on your teeth. I'm just gonna drink a little bit of this hot seafood punch that I got from my dinner a night ago. Hey y'all. Oh, that's great. Javon, I'm glad you're doing great. Alright, y'all. So let's see what this energy is about this crazy psycho that your person have hooked themselves up with. Now somebody's awakening to the trouble that this person is causing in the background of a false person. She could even be a false empress or a false masculine. It depends. Energy is fluid, time is an illusion. So what we got in the background, looking to the stars, somebody's still looking towards you when it came to a caution. They still had you on the brain with the island in this person's head here. This person went stupid when it came to the King of Beasts. When it came to them losing you, they went fucking bananas when it came for you. Yeah. I mean, bat shit crazy. Like, type shit. You see him with these bat arms and shit? They went bat shit crazy over you. And had her fucking wondering why. What did you have over her? Yeah, because I said it's a look for fairies. So let me look for the fairies real quick. I can tell you who they looking for when it comes to hydrate. So some water fairies is out here. Let me see what kind of water fairies is out here. So mermaids might be out here. So water fairies. It could be the Peter Pan syndrome. I don't know literally what fairies out here yet. But let's see what fairy I come up with. I'm just telling you a fairy is out here because they look into them. So I got somebody that's arm candy. I saw something that didn't belong. Oh, this don't belong. So that's a new love right there under poker face, under King of Wands. Somebody leadership and a vision and bold and daring. But there is another lover in the background that you don't see under the wing seer. This is something you see clearly and clairvoyant about the person that they got in the background. That's a false, that's false person. 12 and 21 is mirroring the energy here. So like 40 says there's an angel of time working too hard. And this is the lantern fairy. So here's the fairy we was looking for right here. This is who got the light. That's a hermit energy too. But fairy of the highlands of it, it's time to be brave. So somebody took a bold leap to something that didn't, that the plan didn't work when it comes to it's time to be brave. When it came to angel of the Las Mortis under transition to the spirit realm. Somebody about to die under working too hard. Somebody about to die because that shit about to backfire. Oh, because of the case of the STD. Why is this about to die? Oh, they put a death to it. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, they put a death, a literal, figurative, or metaphorically speaking, death. The day after Halloween would be the Lady de la Mortis, the day of the dead. So something became a dead day. Like the day was dead after this situation or circumstance, after something had occurred when it comes to not enough. When they realized somebody wasn't enough, when it came to lack of confidence, when it came to self-sabotage in a situation or circumstance, when it came to the ego and their fears, when it came to the Hierophant and the Queen of Cults. You know what I mean? This was abusive energy here. This person's nose is busted. The lip is busted. Somebody's a backstabber here when it comes to how rooted this energy is. How frozen it is. Well, it's like the teddy bear energy. You know what I mean? It's like the teddy bear. They interested, but you know what I mean? They not doing the work to keep the relationship alive because they lack self-confidence to come through and present that, because it's the sword of rose of clarity. You do get the understanding that the truth is like they are a cheater, that the revelation is like they'll always be a cheater, as well as the honor of protection, that you are being protected by Archangel Michael. You are being protected by your ancestors and your tribe. You are being protected in divine timing and time and space. You are being directed with the compass here in your own narrative. So you are the narrator of your own narrative when it comes to determination. When they took the alternative route about hiding and avoiding and lying and trickery and deception and cunning, when it came to the fairy of the highlands, it's time to be brave. They made an offer to somebody that was the wrong offer to the poor, to a person when it came to being ungrounded, when it came to being abundant and not being abundant at the same damn time, because now they have to reflect on that energy when it comes to the highland of being brave to face what they chose when it came to a romantic affair, when it came to a sex fix and a secret lover of the alternative, one of the things that they were wearing a mask on and still claiming that they were into you under good chemistry, great values, and positivity. One of the wing seer, the wing seer says, listen, like you see them for who the fuck they are. This could be a cyber bully, but this says they were bullying you, lying about things about you. That was them being a bully to you, to push the narrative away from them, so that you know that you couldn't see them or their flaws, but so that others would ignore, their flaws, like I said. But they said this is definitely backstab with a dirty offer when it comes to they ain't shit, and they fake smiling here. When it comes to the page of curses, they cursed themselves and they got the poker face along with regrets and the repression of about what they chose over you. They want to sit and fish for comments when it comes to this two of cups about what you know. Yeah, you know it all. Yeah, you like the inquiring minds, and this energy wants to know. Under the Six of Pentacles, they wanted to breadcrumb you, but they didn't know why they was breadcrumbing, because you are very intelligent when it comes to the death of why they put you into, why they into you now when they put a death to you in this energy. Under Four of Swords, they left you by yourself. They left you to your own thoughts. They left you on to your own healing. They left you to, perform. And while they went and performed acts of, manipulation, Hoover, gaslighting, now they got to reflect on the things that they chose to, because that's where the revelation and the truth comes in this energy under the sword of Rose, because the separation between you and them now with the love affair in the middle, is there's old school thinking, like this is outdated, what they said with the mastermind. That's where I'm getting that manipulation there, and then where Cupid's arrow said, oh, this was the new love, but when new lover came in, like they said that this was love coming in, but they still got Yamaya here sitting here with her big ass pregnant belly out here when it comes to their scarcity tactics. You know what I mean? 21 is there. It is 12 and 21. There's your scarcity tactic right there under dirty offer. When it comes to Jumbie wearing a mask here under Six of Pentacles, breadcrumbing whoever they was breadcrumbing under. See, they couldn't breadcrumb you because you saw through them with your celestial awakening and alignment. You could see them for who they truly was. You could see down to their bare core, right? A set said, yeah. So you surrendered it to your higher self. You know what I mean? So you let your higher self shine through, and you let them, you know what I mean, give and receive whatever they wanted from the third party or karmic, because this would be the karmic lesson with the Mayat here. You would have your karmic lesson through that, and this force, like where they put the death at, right, with karma, the balance of the scale. Then they got the wound healer out here. So the wound healer came out here, you know what I mean, to help you heal through the storm. You know what I mean? They knew it wasn't going to be easy, and they know it ain't going to be like a walk in the park, but that's why, you know what I mean, they put out the wound healer to help you, because sacred lust, they was sacred. They kept that a secret, sacred. That was close to them when it comes to soul forgiveness. They want your soul to forgive them on a deeper level, and you said, yeah, I'll forgive you, but you liberated yourself from it, like by walking away, by surrendering it, by letting go and not picking it back up again. You know what I mean? Because this person wears a lot of masks. And you got to be all careful, because this person is also struck by love when it comes to you in this situation or circumstance. Okay, this person got a big ego when it comes to kissing ass, okay, to the third party. This person is like, nah, I ain't gonna kiss that bitch ass no more. Like, we burn bridges on this situation or circumstance. Like, the scarcity tactics ain't working with the mask no more. Somebody might be having car trouble, car problems, whatever. Somebody's saying that you dodged the bullet with the dirty offer. Don't take this person's offer. This person is out here fake flexing, acting rich, flosses money, and acts fancy, shows off, etc. That's a confirmation for somebody with the fake smiles. Okay, they got bad habits, they got drug addictions, alcoholism. You could be taking pills or doing the fucking needle. I don't know, shooting up or something. They said drugs, addictions, and toxicity. Somebody might marry you for money, or have married for somebody for money, or in a relationship, or a third party situation for money. It could be for a job. It could be for, you know what I mean, a place to stay. It could be for a ride. It could be for a number of different reasons, for something to eat. You know what I mean? For a place to sit. For somebody time to kill time. I mean, none of that stuff requires you to be in love. They could tell you they in love. Oh, I love your soul. I love you for whatever reason. But the soul of forgiveness says that this person has no forgiveness in their heart. In this energy with rejection here, this person needs to heal their heart with the healer, the wound healer here. You know what I mean? They got some sacred lusts that need to be healed here under their, like on a soul level, under liberate. They need to let it go. Let, you know, but they so brazen when it comes to who they are. You know what I mean? This season is going to blow over and they're going to be still stuck in the same cycle when it comes to a false person. Somebody that they've been giving money to, they want to dust that situation off or walk away from it or close the chapter on it. When it comes to Angel de los Motes, when it came to replaying evidence in their head. So somebody's still thinking about the shit that they did to you, about you, and still figuring how they can mastermind or maneuver around the subject. Ain't shit. Fake flexing. So new moon in Gemini, think it through when it comes to this person and dodging a bullet and their bad habits and their bad choices and the things they like to fake flex about and the things that they got a big ego over. Maybe a new person, a third party or such, a group, a posse or a clique or a squad. When it talks about nine of beasts, this person can get real reckless and real like show off. They say this person might show off for other people when it comes to another perspective of the sun. When it comes to think about this situation, think it through, but meditation here, shut the F up. Under a full moon in Libra, find a balance when it comes to a situation of shocking attack, deception, lies, separation, loss, and heartbreak and pain. When it comes to finding a balance, when it comes to ain't shit, scarcity tactics and an ego, a big ego. When it comes to the new moon in Aquarius, of opening up to change. So they might be opening up to this decision of like doing better. You know what I mean? Know better, do better type shit. The first quarter moon in Sagittarius is believe in your own good luck. And they believe that you are good luck. And they believe that their luck going to change. But this person still got some negative taste in your mouth about how they was and what they've done to you. When it comes to last quarter moon in Taurus, be proud of yourself when you're dealing with this being able to use your boundaries and use discernment and put up blocks when necessary when it comes to this person. No, new moon in Libra when it comes to know you're loved in this situation from your ancestors, your guides, your spirits, your people around you, etc. And like even if you got dry haters around you, like you being loved too. So new love in Taurus says know your worth here in this energy when it comes to fake flexing. You know you ain't gotta worry about nobody fake flexing. I told you a day or two ago, you know what I mean? You got a wealthy man coming in. It ain't gotta go through these hustles. They already made it through the mud. They ain't gotta slide through it. You got type shit. You know what I mean? When you want something, you gonna get it. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna have to act rich and floss for some other keeping up with the Joneses type shit when it comes to fake smiles. This person wants to swap lives with you, swap destinies with you, have your life, you get theirs, the rock bottom life that they got. Full moon in Aquarius when it comes to being real. When it comes to the new moon in Virgo, trust all will be well. And it says your well-being came in, and it's all about your well-being first. Like if this person don't care about their well-being, so be it. But at the end of the day, full moon in Aquarius says be real with the situation. Be real about it. You know what I mean? The first quarter moon in Aries says step into your power. Like when you took your power back, now you got to step back into it. Like you took it, you was giving to somebody that would never give to you. So now when you take your power back, you step and own your power now. You know what I mean? Where nobody can come in Aries and take your ram you with decision. You know what I mean? When it comes to the last quarter moon in Libra, make time for self-love. Like make time to love you. Like where you was pouring into somebody, now that's why they want you to step into your own power, because you are a powerful being. You're more powerful than you understand. Under full moon in Leo, when it comes to go wild, like you don't even know how much roar you really do got. You know what I mean? And for all my Leos out there, you know what I mean, take a stance in the jungle and take a roar right now. in this energy. Full moon in Pisces says they want you to forgive them. A Pisces person wants forgiveness from you under ego. They had a big ass ego, and now they being, you know what I mean, shrank down to size with their ego under you know you are loved here under Libra. Somebody is shrinking somebody down to size by being elevated, by being balanced, by being. You see her swords is in the ground. So by not saying not a fucking word, by not saying nothing, the only thing, and even in her mouth, she got her sword of love. If I ain't got nothing nice to say, I ain't gonna say it at all. I'm gonna cut my tongue. I'm gonna cut the words that I'm gonna say, and it's only gonna speak love on that sword. If I ain't got nothing nice to say, I ain't gonna say it at all. Under old school thinking. That was old school thinking, you know what I mean? Like that they wasn't going that they was gonna do the same. You know what I mean? If they ain't got nothing nice to say about you, they wasn't gonna say it at all. But that didn't go both that door and didn't swing both ways like that for them. They would talk shit about you and all that shit behind your back. Yeah, what I say? While a vivid escape when it comes to illusions of the unity, the people that they had that they thought was in they or had their back when it came to parties and creative escapes and senses of togetherness, but the unity may be fleeing. They might be separating because that shit ain't solid as they wanted it to be. When it came to leaving the past, they have to walk away from something here. When it comes to the morning ritual, things that you used to do by getting your morning coffee, they won't be doing that shit no more under. Oh gosh. Under leaving the past behind and leaving the past. Beyond the door lies the world uncharted. Embrace the adventure that awaits. So now they went to the adventure. They opened that door before, and now they're coming back. So the door stands as a final barrier. Leave behind what no longer serves you. So when it came to the illusions of the unity that they thought they had with this posse Clifford group or groupies, you know, they realized that they had been ran through. Them people was ran through, and the shit wasn't really like Cupid's arrow. It wasn't really serving them, you know, the struck of love that they thought they was gonna get when they had with you, because yours was divinely orchestrated. Under reflect and move, so they reflected and moved like, damn, that shit ain't the same. That shit weird. And then they went on to the next one, beach dreams. Then, when progress halts, it's time to rethink your path forward. So that shit would halt. That shit wouldn't be working. That shit would be like, hell no, she would never do that. When it comes to forge your path, discipline shapes the future, turning intentions into tangible reality. So they took them little shallow victories that they was getting with the third parties, hookups, one night stands, and booty calls under bound to focus. So now they bound to focus on you because you look like you has been just had like this out, just like a fucking glow up that they can't. Sprouting ideas like, yeah, you done just started growing and unlikely things the way they thought you would unlikely to grow. They thought you was penniless. They like you was broke. You know what I mean? They dust you off for the dusties. They said, like, you know what I mean? And they went somewhere to shine with another bitch that married for her for the money, or got into a relationship with another bitch. But that box of rain ain't never left here. Let's see what the flip side looking like. Who Carlos? Who got this shit? Our Ace of Wands. Creativity, passion, new initiatives, and a new inspiration. So some new person, new woman, bad person, place, or thing. Somebody that's cooperating, good partner, and important cooperation when it came to surrendering. So they got a new partner because you surrendered the relationship, or they surrendered you by discard. All right. So leave the past. Under deception, they deceived you with a third party, with Cupid's arrow, could have been multiple, with passion, sleeping around, insane chemistry with a third party, new lover. I mean, ego was in their ego, like this person was going, you know what I mean, be better than you kind of shit. Action, having sex, action, something, lead, Shabba ranks. They broke, and they broke up. They broke, last obstacle before the emerging of life. They really realized that shit was fucking not what they wanted under growth, unlikely. Silently left.
silently keeping that shit to themselves. The shit was getting intense, but the feeling excited and uncomfortable. Excitement, but it was uncomfortable. They were still excited, but they still was uncomfortably excited until the shit hit the fan. Under morning ritual, having sex, partying, waking up, challenge. But it just started getting challenging when it comes to be brave enough to accept all challenges. Under accumulate, somebody was accumulating all kinds of waiting to explode with shining light. Somebody wanted to see your light, but they didn't want your light to shine on these dark spaces that they had. So they were starting to get paranoid about the shit. On the complete, so they put completely tried to ignore and try to, sweep the shit under, because they was under competitive pressure here with the third party and all the shit that they had going in the background. So they rejected, you know what I mean? I told you they didn't want to kiss nobody's ass, so they started realizing, like, I can't keep kissing all these people's ass under the ring of fire. Like, I can't keep on, and all this potential I think these people have, they really have no potential. Like, these people, love, like loving me, like the person I was with loved me. Under collision, that shit, every time I get with a person, that shit collides. You know what I mean? Under collide and observation, that's the observation they took when they was meeting these third parties. Now they knew that they had to be disciplined with leaving the past behind. They knew, like, now I gotta control my motherfucking urges on being who I need to be with and what I'm being with. Under relax, Max. You ain't gotta keep going on and fucking everybody on division. See the shit you want and explore it. If it ain't what you want, before you stick your ding-a-ling in it, then, I mean, let that shit go. Under vision. Arise in another galaxy. Think from another angle. So you gotta think about that shit. Like, they mad that they got the case of the STD, yo. Under illusions, believing something that was and it wasn't. Talk about it here. Anything else? Tell me about the daybreak. Tell me about the courage. Tell me about the moving bravely the cliff of the universe. Who's on the edge of the cliff? Somebody that got control issues. They can't give up the control. They need the control. Somebody that highness here. They want to cry about the shit they couldn't give up, though. Their obsessions, their toxicity, their ways, the people, the places, the things. Yeah, they felt unworthy because of the choices. You know what I mean? Uncontrollable choices. And they was excited. Like, they should have observed them people before they fucked with them, though, not being open to receive love. So they figured, like, I ain't open to receive love, so I ain't gonna get no love. So, like, I'm just having a good time type shit. Under discipline. But now it's like, y'all had this insane chemistry. It's like equal interests, but it's a burning desire to fuck shit up in your life too, though. Sabotaging relationships. Like, this person, all they do is fuck up relationships. Like, cause they don't feel like they're worthy to love nobody. So they'll fuck up a good thing. They'll fuck up a wet dream if you let them. You know what I mean? Under burning desire. You know what I mean? They challenge these shit. They make the relationship with obsessions. They obsessively fuck up relationships. They waste time. You know what I mean? Clock that T. You could be a person that's, you know what I mean, clocking that T, baby. They need to blame themselves, but they don't. They blame you. You know what I mean? Fear of rejection, but they already reject you with rejection here. You know what I mean? Low self-esteem. They don't think they're good enough, but hey, you know what I mean? Unhealed, a child abandonment, wound healed, wounds. But that's why the wound healer was here, and that's why you was in their life as the wound healer. You know what I mean? When it came to the coffin, but they hammered the shit shut. Talk about it. Sunglasses, still wearing these rose-colored glasses, being seduced, having choices, being still with another snake out here that's a competitor. I told you they was on competitive pressure. Sorry, y'all. I was looking at something else. That sub limitations when it came to the vanishing miller. They had a lot of ego issues and ego deaths in this situation of awakening. Awakening, when your Maya came out here with this pregnant ideas, it could be a birth, but it also tells me that this person woke up with the people that they had been dating, under getting back out there, meeting someone new, setting a date and dating online and shit. Like, that vanishing mirror showed them how big their ego really was. Yep, Six of Voices said, look, motherfuckers is talking. The motherfucking streets is talking. Yep, Seven of Voices, Six of Voices. 6-7 might resonate with somebody. 6-6, 6-6, 66 might resonate with emotions. Down in Cups is, you know what I mean, being inspired by other people's emotions. Or other people's is fully emotional about you. That's what that said. And the disappointment about why they chose the things that they chose with low self-esteem. They don't feel good enough. They don't feel worthy. When it comes to the Hermit came twice. Somebody would drope the poison down her. That's what they talking about. And it's forced by still being inspired by a group of people. Somebody that they horsed around with material, with money. Somebody they was paying for it with two of swords and got cut off or cut out. Okay, because they wasn't good enough. They took a leap of faith there to, you know what I mean? And they was in their world. And they cursed themselves. Yeah, they cursed themselves. Why did they curse themselves? What they curse? What's the king of curses? Hit the floor. They secretly keep tabs on you, whoever they are that's cursed them. Some feminine energy though. Somebody that was inspired by them. Somebody that's a chance to change. Your distance takes a break. Somebody like when you vacated the situation from them, they felt like that you was more happier from them. When it comes to cut them off, and they'll watch, and they're still watching you. Yeah, they still watching in this world. I mean, they can't let you go. Mercury retrograde says this. That's why the delays is here. They got problems and there's some interruptions with some communication with you and them, and how it's being transported to you. Something about this is a trickster spirit. They trying to trick the energy here under some kind of possesses the amulet, so of a blessed protection. So you're being blessed of this trickster spirit here. Yeah. Some causing unexpected body pain and numbness here. Somebody's numb to this person because of the magic that they got going on in the background. That's the challenge here of being brave enough to accept the challenge when it comes to Black Obsidian, when it comes to carrying this for positive energy that can help you remember to look on the brighter side of things. So look on the brighter side of things, okay? When it comes to haters are mad because they see you winning. That's why your haters is mad, because they see you shining, shining, shining. Yeah, you want to safeguard against these folks right here. You are loved here. You are in a comfort zone, or somebody's too comfortable where they are when it comes to their South Node. Somebody is refusing to see the fucking irony of their ways here, and they trust too many wrong people, and they should have released them a long time ago. Somebody that they left or dated or dating, teaching them a lesson. Somebody that took the lead or let another person take the lead. Now they want to reach out for some rescue, finding a balance when it came to a trickster energy under the world, the fool, and two of swords being cut out their eyes and everything. When it came to these adversities, accept the challenges are the best way to learn. When it came to finding out, fucked around and found out, didn't you, that this person was going to shine with or without that person. They crown shock with knew everything, every move when it came to how this person was seeking the truth in its energy of how they healed, how they transmuted their peace, their power, their pain into power. In this energy of nurture, yeah, okay. Sad isolation, stayed in sad isolations through their healing as well, so that he could open up in a new beginning, under rebuild. Okay, shit, they detached from what no longer served them in this energy, and they're being led by the divine. When the observer, they observe, you observe, they observe too. What you observe from them is that this no longer served you, and what they observe, that the third parties no longer serve them. When it comes to helpless and hopeless in this energy as well. Okay, and it talks about this is where their healing begins in this energy too. Now they're being confronted with the karmic lesson and the karmic judgment and the karmic debt and the karmic, you know what I mean? Whatever this, until that's what debt does us apart, and this is where debt did them apart. When now they're being confronted. Now they got to manifest, you know what I mean? Through the change. You know, what wasn't green, what they seek is now seeking them, you know, in this energy of move, how they moved in this situation. So now they got to regroup about how they was moving in a situation when they talk about just breathe. Dreams come true here under rest and reconsider. Under this was a master manipulator here, and listen to the key heeds that this person is now a snake when it comes to abundant, a big snake at this energy. When it comes to win or lose, they'll do anything. This person is in their darkest fears when it comes to opportunity bacons. This person will do anything at the opportunity. So choose your battles when it comes to this karmic person, place, or thing. And somebody's still waiting these test results of an STD under clarity and belief. Okay, you believe this person got an STD, then they got the STD. Okay, and use discernment. You know what I mean? In my case, if anybody I want to have sex with from my past, whatever, I ain't we gonna have a fucking go to the job that way. I ain't fucking nobody. And I done told y'all in message after message, if this is coming out on the table today, anybody you meet today, tomorrow, the next day, and somebody you've been interacting with, then it might be your message, because this is a collective message, and somebody that's in my collective is in this energy under the case of the STD. Yeah, under chariot. Somebody that moved this way or that way. From a stampede, the standpoint that they moved from was in a speedily situation. They were speedily in a stampede, a lot. Yep, Ten of Voices says, yep, Ten of Swords. That's the damn truth. The shit is closing in on that person too. Seven of Inspirations. Without their arms being holding this darkness up, everything would be dark. But they shedding a little light on the subject, but they move their hands, it's gonna be in trouble. So so it's basically the weight of the world on their shoulders in this energy too, on the safeguard and protect new life, protect dreams. Okay, so then we got toil and labor. This shit's gonna work. They gonna work on this shit. Somebody is a privileged lady. They gonna work on this shit. Privileged lady. They being judged harshly. They ain't got no other choice but to cooperate with the judgment here. And you should be expecting this person, and you should hold this person at the judgment in which they gonna be judged at from the spiritual realm. 3D or 5D. Yes, they're gonna have to work on a great fortune. Unfortunately, you know what I mean. They waited too long with this community dick to marry you. In this energy of a main male, you getting somebody, okay, of high honor. Yeah, Ace of Wands, somebody coming in with passion. King of Cups in reverse under somebody that's wise and devoted, somebody that's balanced, and somebody that is healed, not unhealed. Hermit's back out here on the reflect. They can reflect on the things that they do. They know how to apologize. They know they don't know how to like judge themselves without having to get other people to judge them, under awakening, reckoning, and reflection and return. So they know how to return, like when I'm apologies, giving and receiving. They know how to do that. So where the other person couldn't take accountability, they couldn't be transparent, they couldn't be dependable, they couldn't be none of that shit. Curses, wheel of fortune. So the wheel spins around now. Their cycles change. Their positive changes though. So this is going to change in a positive way. Okay. So when the Ten of Voices come in with the Ten of Swords, says, you know what I mean? The fool ain't no fool no more. You ain't gonna be a fool for this person no more. It takes a fool to learn that love don't love nobody. All right, let's see what we got. So nobody love your ass. Let's see what we got. Ten of Cups. They got love there, but Five of Cups when it comes to loss, grief, and disappointment and bonded to the love. When it came to resilient, because you're going to be resilient, bounce back, going to have success. Somebody still wants to be persistent, and they're going to make you tired with fatigue here. But, you know what I mean? Prosperity is on its way. They can't stop your prosperity. They might try to stand in its way, but nah. Tell me the moon. Tell me the moon on the toil and labor. Somebody coming out of the night shadows. Unexpected growth. Who's going to be somebody that's still in solitude? What's the solitude? Why is somebody still in solitude? Why are they still in solitude again? You can't tell me. Tell me why you're in solitude again. Hold on, y'all. They fear rejection. That's why they're in solitude. Fear of rejection. I just saw that go by. Fear of rejection. That's why. Fear of you saying no, saying when you know they're supposed to do something for you. You know they're supposed to come. You know what I mean? They say they got adjudications. They got justice. They know harsh judgment for not doing the right thing and for putting other people before you. So they being judged for that. That's debt, karmic debt. They said, yeah, cutting ties with the shit, but it's a little too late. And they want us longing, and they blocked you out for the shit, but you healed now. Self-care, introspection. You see the shit for what it is. Yeah, you glowing up. So you see the shit. The psycho sees it for what it is. They see you glowing up, and that's what's making them a little fucking crazy. And they feel like they need to heal and get medicated themselves, like real medicine, professional help, not self-medicating. Like and like get rid of this lust. You know what I mean? They need to get help. Like lust. They doing shit by any means, wearing a mask, hiding, concealing the deception, but that shit was already up there. But they said they had to, because you were so much in line with the knowledge here, like, it's expected with expectation. Two of wands, two of swords. They cut it out, cut whatever third party out, and they were supposed to do the right thing. I don't know if they are or not, but puzzle how to do it. Puzzle solitude. Puzzle how do I get it right? How? Laughter, because I laughed at her. I thought I made a fool of her. Yeah, so how now though that I made her feel small? How? Yeah, while she glowing up, smelling the roses, slowing down and taking time for yourself and getting back in nature, getting back out there. Now, what kind of chance do I got for her now? Well, hung up though, stagnant. They feel like they ain't even good enough for this shit, really. You know what I mean? Hung up, hangman. It's justice, judgment, justice. They just the judgment, being judged by the shit. And then the Wheel of Fortune comes right back again. Like, damn, I'm fated to lose all the way around because judgment says they putting a death to it. And this was a scarcity attack that I chose to go to. And by treating her or the other person small, you know what I mean? By entertaining other people. Pretty much. Wants to date. Who wants to date? So, and creating a family with that person too. Ties and blood ties. Hell yeah. Metamorphosis. They changed up for that person. Sure did. Sure did change up. But they want to burn that evidence though. They don't want you to know that they was in a private relationship with somebody. They might tell you that they wasn't in a relationship with nobody and they never had sex with nobody the whole time that it was out of your existence. Left you hanging. While they left you hanging, they might burn the evidence and say that they didn't give you no closure or nothing, but they was in a private relationship with another person. They gonna tell you that they wasn't, but they was. They said that there is no recordings of them being with a third party, but there is. They're in their feelings about them being caught by with the third party. Potentiality. They saw potential in the third party that was really nothing but smoke and mirrors, and they created some kind of love child with that person too. They cooperated against and put a death to the twin flame relationship y'all had, thinking that y'all was gonna have this round and round together, but they said this was bad for business because this was a backstabber 2 times in this message. They say that this person was a backstabber. This person was plain cheating, deception, mind games. This person was putting on a goddamn show, and now they got caught with lipstick stains. Tell me about the lipstick stains. Somebody watching the shit go down, but you might be watching the shit go down, enjoying the gossip. You about to see the shit hit the fucking fan. That's here. Shit here. Conflict. Police. With no police though. This is just sex. And doing no drugs. They fall in the park though. Being sober though. Copycat. She in her head about him running away. Somebody's betrayed that the person ran away from her. Somebody that they gave him a pregnancy test. I told you they was going to leave at the last sticks. So it was like I was expecting a new beginning because they told them that they was pregnant. Babies don't keep men. Total drama. Right. Somebody that they should have been wearing protection with. Now they know the tea. That this person ain't going to be no baby dad. Somebody destroyed over a situation that they don't want you to find out about. That they was faking busy with a third party. Something like that. Somebody that they hate on your spiritual. They got spiritual chaos going on when it comes to those peace and war. And this energy of happily single. So they thought that they was going to be happily single, chasing and dating all these different third parties. Having reckless love and sex with them. Then they got blocked by somebody or something, and now they hot and cold and detached with a situation, but they feel like a complete jackass when it comes to being fed up, that you loving yourself in this situation, and you don't want no strings attached with them, and they want a GPS where you are, but that's also saying that this person might be traveling in a distance in this energy as well, or navigating their ways in this energy, trying to get with the chariot here. They could be, trying to figure out which way to go. Well, the Six of Swords says they could be. You know what I mean? Like they said, but they said they was part of a drifter. You know what I mean? They still drifting in a situation or a cycle. Anything else? Oh, my chair's sliding. I touch it, slide. Okay. Let me see. Let me see what they feeling like. And then I'm going to catch y'all. They feel like saying goodbye, but they just don't want you to tell them goodbye. They have a fear about this rejection from you. You finding out about this pregnancy is fucking them up. The finding out that they could be married. Somebody that is heartbreak or heartbroken over a bitch that could have their baby's mama, baby's daddy, some kind of hookup boo thing. Somebody that could be pregnant by. Somebody's spiritual gifts they jealous of. I told you in the reverse though. They try to play it off like they not. That you can see through they fucking ass like a motherfucking Hulk. That's what they scared. They don't like. Yeah. The person, they don't like that you can see how shady the people around them are. They're going to act like they crossing, they miss you. You know what I mean? They miss you. You know, them being able to be, they trapped, but it's something trapped. They trapped themselves. And now they trying to close this cycle out with a third party. But it's first, it's going to be, they can close it, right? Of course, they're going to be able to close it, right? But I'm also getting like the karma that's going to come right behind it. Especially when they're coming in popping a question like, oh, can we be together? Can we try this again? Do this again? Not knowing that they over in the background, they got some shit with the teddy bear under here with blooming romance and flirting and wanting to date somebody else while they still got you. You know what I mean? Trying to fuck up what you got going coming in under comparison. They trying to compare your sex to a new person's sex. Trying to compare you to the motherfucking matrix, to the you know, to the harem of folks that they with inner child wounds. They trying to compare you, because I told you they was in competitive pressure when it comes to feeling unloved. You don't have to be put in no competitive competition under pressure, because you don't have to compete where you don't compare, and that's just bottom line, right? Period, poo. You know what I mean? Period, poo. All right, so namaste, you guys. 101 on the time. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me. Somebody might have to bear witness to somebody's lies or false witness. Namaste.